Good morning, everyone. We have more than 200 participants here. I request Dr. Dinesh to please start the webinar.
Thank you, Priya. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, dear students, dear parents, and all our colleagues who have joined this webinar. Today, I'm very thankful to Orenburg State Medical University who have agreed to conduct this webinar and to introduce about all the facilities and the study pattern that is being followed in the university for all the students who wish to study MBBS in Russia and particularly in Orenburg State Medical University. The aim of this webinar is to help you all understand the program eligibility, the requirements, the admission procedure, the program structure, campus life, opportunities for internship, and other valuable additions that will be provided to you by our various panelists. So once again, I welcome you all and I would request Air Marshal Dr. Pavan Kapoor, Vice Chairman, RUS Education, to please start with the proceedings. So please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dinesh. Good morning, dear panelists. Good morning, dear students, parents, all our colleagues, and all those who have taken time out to participate in this very significant and a very important webinar on Orenburg State Medical University. Indeed, I cannot express my happiness and I cannot express my gratefulness that I had this privilege of having with me on this webinar the Chancellor, or what we call the Rector or the Director of Orenburg State Medical University, the Dean of the Orenburg State Medical University, and above all, we also have Admiral Dhawan with us, the former Chief of Naval Staff, to guide all the students and all the parents and take them on a journey of Orenburg State Medical University and apprise you about the significance of doing your MBBS course from Orenburg State Medical University, the facilities that they are going to provide you and they are already providing those facilities, also how to mingle with all the local people who are there and all the population that comes there from across the globe to acquire their qualifications from Orenburg State Medical University. You are indeed very, very privileged. I must share with this all of you with lot of conviction that these the chancellor and the dean have been extremely supportive of all the student faculty fraternity. They have been going all out to ensure that not only you become good and global doctors, but they also try to ensure that you become holistic human beings by having exposure to a holistic development process which they take care of for each and every student in Orenburg State Medical University. I would not like to come between you and the panelists, so it is my proud privilege to introduce to you first Professor Miroshnichenko Igor, who is the Chancellor or the Rector of the Orenburg State Medical University, who has taken time out from his very busy schedule to address you all. He shall be speaking to you about the Orenburg State Medical University, which shall be, I'll request Dr. Dinesh to do the translations into English wherever it is required, so that our participants can understand everything that is being spoken in this webinar. And I will now request our honorable guest and the honorable rector of Orenburg State Medical University to please kindly oblige us by sharing a few words of his wisdom with the participants of this webinar. Professor Mirashenko Igor, please, sir, can you please address the participants of this webinar?
Слово предоставляется ректору Оренбургского государственного медицинского университета профессору Мирошниченко Игорю Васильевичу.
Добрый день,
Good morning, everyone.
дорогие участники сегодняшнего вебинара.
My dear participants of today's webinar,
Я вас приветствую из теплого города Оренбурга. У
I
нас
welcome
сегодня
you all from the warm city of Orenburg.
5 градусов.
I welcome you all.
Оренбургский государственный медицинский университет является ведущим университетом Российской Федерации.
Orenburg State Medical University is one of the leading universities of Russia.
Входит в сотню лучших университетов России по версии Forbes.
Our university is leading in the top 100 universities all across Russia.
Мы имеем уникальный опыт обучения индийских студентов на
We
английском
have
языке.
this we have this unique experience of teaching Indian students in English language.
В настоящее время более 1000 индийских студентов проходят обучение в нашем университете на врачей.
At present, we have more than 1,000 Indian students who are studying in our university to become doctors.
Преподавание на английском языке осуществляется на всех 6 курсах обучения.
The teaching in English language is being carried out in all 6 years of their study.
Город Оренбург имеет глубокие интернациональные обычаи.
The city Orenburg has deep international, or you can say global, experience or connections.
На его территории проживает более 60 различных национальностей.
In our city, we are proud to have more than 60 nationalities living together.
Национальная толерантность в Оренбурге очень высока.
The global tolerance is very high in our city, Orenburg.
Поэтому вопросы безопасности нахождения иностранных студентов для в Российской Федерации, в городе Оренбурге, они находятся на очень высоком уровне.
And it is due to this tolerance that the safety of all international students, not only in Russia, but in particular to Orenburg, are very high. So the safety is not a concern for international students.
Администрация университета делает все необходимое для того, чтобы студенты из Индии чувствовали себя в Оренбурге, в России, как дома.
And we go one step forward to make all our international students, particularly Indian students, so that they can feel Orenburg State Medical University as a home away from home.
И всегда приятно смотреть на слезы наших выпускников, покидающих Россию с грустью.
And it is very hearty to see the tears that the sixth year students they have in their eyes when they leave Orenburg, when they leave Russia, that how much they will miss living in our city.
Нас очень радуют результаты, которые получают выпускники на внутрииндийских экзаменах по допуску к медицинской деятельности. Большинство из них подтверждает высокое качество образования, полученное в нашем университете.
And we are also proud of the quality of Indian students, how they study. They study very good and they show brilliant results in our university. And it is very heartening to see the Indian students becoming good doctors from our university.
Поэтому я приглашаю всех абитуриентов, которые еще не сделали свой выбор, поступить в наш университет и получить самое лучшее медицинское образование.
And for this reason, I invite all the medical aspirants to our university, Orenburg State Medical University, to come and join our university and become good doctors. Those of you who have not made their decision of choosing our university, believe me, it is the best choice for you, and you are always welcome to Orenburg State Medical University.
Мы ждем вас.
We are waiting for you. Thank you. Spasiba огромное, Igor Vasilich. Thank you, Igor Vasilich, for sparing your time and coming and addressing our audience. Spasiba вам огромное. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Professor. Your words of encouragement and motivation, I think, will go a long way to ensure that our participants of the webinar feel that Orenburg State Medical University is the university to go to for acquiring their medical qualification and achieving their dreams of becoming good doctors. Thank you very much, Professor, for your kind words. And thank you for sparing your time with us, Pasiba. Dr. Dinesh, if you can just translate in English in Russian for him from my side and from all the side of the participants of India.
Yes, sir. Igor Vasilich, огромное вам спасибо, то, что нашли время разговаривать или поговорить с нашими абитуриентами и утверждать, что Оренбургский государственный медицинский университет сделает все, чтобы они чувствовали себя комфортно и стали хорошими врачами. Спасибо вам огромное.
Thank you very much once again. Now we have amongst us none other than my very great friend, a very good clinician, a very good professional, for whom I have the highest of regards, because I not only have the privilege of knowing him personally, but I have also had the privilege of attending to some of his classes, which I can tell you are not only of standard of medical education in India or in Russia. I think they are of global standard classes that he takes. So it is my proud privilege to invite Professor Dr. Miranchev Anton to be present here amongst us, who shall now lead us all the way through for apprising us of all the details about Orenburg State Medical University, about the facilities, about the academies being offered. I must also place on record that Professor Anton is, apart from being a very good teacher, is also an excellent clinician who is a gastroenterologist by profession, who is a doctorate and who holds a doctorate degree. He is extremely highly qualified and he has a great passion for teaching. And under his leadership, our students from India are doing exceedingly well, which can be evidenced by the high pass percentage in the foreign medical graduate examination. I request him to please take this journey forward and please take all my participants from India onto a wonderful academic journey and all the facilities in Orenburg that are being offered for their benefit. Professor Miranchev Anton, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Pavan. From my side, I can tell that Dr. Pavan is brilliant, extremely brilliant student. During my classes, he wrote everything and he told that when we will come with Igor Vasilievich to India, he will show his notebook with my lectures that was written by his arm. I wait this beautiful moment. Okay, good day, everybody. And I'm very proud to introduce to you our university. I will show my presentation, Nuremberg State Medical University, and we will speak about Faculty of Foreign Students. And it's, I don't know what I need to tell after Igor Vasilievich because he told many needful things, but let's try to tell something more. Our faculty start working from 2013. It was organized, and at first was organized Department of Russian Language, and everybody need to understand that students who will come to foreign country, they need to know our language because this is communication, and at first this is communication with citizens for proper living, proper conditions of living, and for working with patients. Because if you will see here, teaching of foreign students is conducted using the language of the medium. It's English for 6 years, and Igor Vasilovich already told about this. And this is true, and we made many needful things for this, for providing of 6-year education on English. But one thing everybody need to understand that future doctor need to work with patients, and patients in foreign countries speak language of foreign country. That's why we provide studying at younger courses, at first, second. This is maximally hours that we can give hours of Russian language, and I can tell to everybody that our course of Russian language and program of education of Russian language is very good and very interesting, and it was very pleasant to me for meet of classes of Russian language. For example, last year after 2 weeks of starting, And when I came, I saw that students of first course, they can write on desk Russian words by hearing of words that teacher told to them. This is very good, but everything in arm of student. Because we providing English medium, of course, students try to forget our own Russian language. And on upper courses, everybody depends on student, everything in their arms. They need to save this knowledge of language. From one side, English medium is very good, and everybody wants this because this is easier to student to study. But from other side, at upper courses, they can forget Russian language and upper courses. This is extremely many hours of clinical disciplines, and this is opportunity to work with patients. Next thing, this is accommodation of students in the hostel of university, and another hostel that was bought together with Rus Education with firm. I will show you this building, and students accommodate in these buildings in two big buildings, 9 floors. In all buildings, we divided female blocks. Or in new building that I will show to you, we divide not only two blocks, we divide two floors. This is women's floor, this is men's floor. Upon arrival of students, every year we make meetings together with me, together with workers of my faculty, together with workers of different parts, different fields of our university. And this is security service, this is migration service, this is clinical service. We have clinic of our university and so on. And we make full instruction of students. This gives to students calm, because at the moment of coming here, of course, yes, they are without parents in a foreign country, but we try to make our best for calming of students. Since 2017, we organized English courses for our teachers. We told to you that we provide English medium. How we made this? Because it's really very hard to find clinician doctor, and it means upper courses teachers who really speak on English. And we solved this problem by education of our teachers. From year to year, and this program already worked, you saw 3 years and a half. More than 100 teachers have been trained. And this is very good. This is a very good amount. I can tell you that near 120, 130 teachers in our university work directly on faculty of foreign students, and you can see that 100 of them was trained on these courses. Another not trained, mostly because they don't need training. This is number of students on different courses right now. 6 courses, biggest amount on first and second course, and you can see from this slide that we don't start from 200 students at the moment of starting or working on faculty, because this is not good, because we need to prepare everything for proper working with foreign students, for proper education of them. And only 2 years ago where was prepared enough to start in education of 300 of students and more in one course. And right now we are ready for same amount and even more. Providing of literature in English also included in the program of working of our university, and I can tell you that, for example, from starting September 2013 till May 2018, we got many books, and this is near 2000 books by different disciplines, but mostly this is disciplines of first, second, third, and fourth years. After this, year ago, many other books was received by our library, and this is disciplines, clinical disciplines of upper courses. And you can find here that even oncology, radiology, hygiene, pathology, we got in enough amount. And of course, we make focus, not very big, but focus on disciplines of Russian language, because students need to work, and with medical documents they need to work, and we have special books how to work with medical documents. Many departments made their own books and manuals for students, and you can see, for example, very big work was made in 2018. Many departments made their manuals. In 2019, not so big work, but near this was made, and I can tell you that 15 manuals on English was made by different departments for students of my faculty. We provide preparing of students for FMG examination. What we made? We make arriving of teachers from India with courses of lectures on preparation for exam. And we have knowledge what disciplines more needful in this exam, what disciplines needful but not so much. We make in different years focus on different disciplines. We try to see what courses was on these lectures, what courses not, what students need physiology, what students need surgery or clinical medicine, and so on. And I can tell you, for example, 17 year it was microbiology. Starting of 19 year, it was pathology. Even in this year, we made 2 courses of FMG preparation. It was physiology and clinical medicine. It was before starting of situation with coronavirus infection in our country, and this is very good for students that we made this before. It was in December and January, and you can see in 2 different buildings of our university. This is a second campus, this is fifth campus, this campus near a new hostel, this campus in campus city of our university near older hostel for foreign students. It means that students in very good condition, they can come to educational building from their living building for very small time, and so they don't need to contact with even any citizen of Orenburg. We made new curriculum for common medicine for foreign students, because some difference must be in this curriculum. It was made. For example, at 5th year, discipline therapy begins on the Department of Internal Diseases, and this department was specially created for foreign students. Training of this department is conducted on a modular system: gastroenterology, neurology, pulmonology, and so on. At 6th year, at the same department, training conducted in the program of syndromic diagnostic and therapy. And this is like working of the doctor, because we start work with patients, we're working with syndromes. And only after this, we made our preclinical, and after this clinical diagnosis. Preparation of student for their skills start in our simulation center. Right now we have very big and up-to-date simulation center. I was in Max Clinics. I saw their simulation center for preparation of doctors and internship and residentship students. And I can tell you that our simulation center not even worse, but by some points it's better. It's same up to date and very good. Same, this is in some simulations at preclinical phase of training. You can see this is working. This is real surgery on animals that was made by students, and this is on Department of Operative Surgery and Clinical Anatomy. Here, this is simulation with suturing, and this is real operation on animal. This is dogs or rabbits. We have some topics by which students need to have real skills, operative skills, and on a live animal they can make operations. Anatomy and operative anatomy studied on cadaver material. In medical education, this is very needful, and we have this opportunity not on plastinates, but even on cadaver tissues. Clinical phase of training, diagnostic in different departments, immunological, microbiological, and so on. In different departments, surgical and therapeutical, this is curation of patients. And as I told, of course, students need to know Russian language for working with patients. This is working with medical documentation, and you can see that we give this opportunity and permission to students to work with case histories. Very needful thing and very interesting starts with our pediatric department. Our pediatric department right now situated near new up-to-date neonatal center, and they gave permission to students to come to this neonatal center and to work in it together with teacher. And in this neonatal center, they visit genetic laboratory and have class about different genetic diseases. And this is, of course, very needful to future doctor. And as I told you, curation in pediatric departments, our students very like to work with childs, and very interesting that mostly mothers give their childs to our students, and from both sides they like to make photos for remembering and so on. As I told you, surgical departments, this is traumatological, for example, this patients with burning trauma. About industrial practice, all students of all courses have the opportunity to undergo some industrial practice at the clinical basis of our city. We have 6 clinical bases, including the university clinic. But of course, we give permission to students to pass types of practice after first, second, third, fourth courses in India. And fifth course practice only in Orenburg, because this is ambulance practice. It must be prepared here. It's very needful, and we need to. This is last practice. We need to look what skills students have has after fifth years of education. But first, second, and third, and fourth practice they can pass in India. We signed agreement with Atlanta MediWorld and agreement with Max Super Specialty Hospital. In 2018, at first, we made meeting in Max University Hospital, and we work during 1 year with this clinic. And you know, this is very big clinic, big number of clinics around India in different states. And in 2019, we signed the agreement between University in face of our rector Igor Vasilievich Miroshnichenko and Max Super Specialty Hospital for our future research work, research work and our future medical education of our students. It means that right now students of our university can pass industrial practice on the basis of Max Super Specialty Hospital. I think this is a very good opportunity. Medical help. The work carried out with the hospitals of our city allows students to receive surgical, trauma, therapeutical care in full. This allows students to reduce the fear of hospitalization, especially if surgical treatment is needed. You need to understand this, and our parents need to understand that nobody are not unsure of some medical situations. Human body is human body, and everybody can have some diseases, and everybody need to get medical help. And we make very big focus on this because some situations happened and everything is all right. And it, for example, was a case of appendicitis, some other surgical treatment, um, therapeutical treatments in different departments, and so on. And we look for our students, we provide all needful things for them during treatment if it's needful. That's why you don't need to worry about this. And all foreign students have the opportunity to receive medical care at the university medical clinic. We have our own clinic, and right now, from this year, we have special doctor for students of my faculty. This is English speaking doctor. Um, of course, sometimes students come to my office because I'm doctor and they ask me, but in clinic, a special doctor they have, and mostly they goes to him. And special medical sister for foreign students we have too. Very good and very proud thing, we have 3 students who was in different years um, in list of best students of our region. And this is big proud of our university, this is big proud of our faculty. You can see these students already graduate, and this student right now, this is 6th-year student Anbu. He graduate right now, and all the students are very successful. We make participation in educational exhibition in India in different years, and here photos from May 2018 and June 19. Right now, I and Igor Vasilievich speak with you in distance form. Some distance type of exhibition due to coronavirus situation all around the world. What happened? This happened, but we need to make our work. We need to give education, and of course we made all needful things for giving of distance form education. We make our own information system in which students has their own offices, educational offices. Teachers gave them distance classes in their offices. They give them, provide them materials, educational, and so on. That's why distance education for our university is not problem. Exams in distance form is not problem. Admission in distance form is not problem. That's why who want to come to our university, you need to send your documents, and we will make a distance form examination for you for admission, and after this you will be admitted. We will look what will be in September, in October with situation with coronavirus. If it will be needful to start education in distance form, all students of first year will get this distance education. And when it will be real to come, you will come and prolong your education in common contact form. Now here's some information about our university in mass media. We celebrate Republic Day. We make annual festivals. I especially show you different years that it's not only in 19 or 20, it's every year. Every year, this is our annual festival of the Faculty of Foreign Students. Here I want to show this is last year graduates. Right now, government examination already made some days ago. In 2018-19, it was 65 graduates. In this year is 58. Last year, 65, 17 got excellent mark, 54 got good mark, and 4 got satisfactory mark on government examination. And this is very good result. Very good result. And this year, it's 58, 11 excellent, 6 satisfactory, and other students get good. This is students who graduate with honors. This is best result red diploma in our country. And 2008 and 19, 7 students graduate with diploma. And this year, 6 students will graduate with red diploma. At 16 of July, they will get their documents. This is our honor graduated last year. This is Igor Vasilievich. This is me. This is our ceremony of graduation. I don't translate. I'm sorry, I will translate it right now. 65 graduates last year. 32 from them passed FMG from first time. Our university showed maximal results through other universities of Russian Federation. And this result near 50% of graduates who passed FMG government examination from first time. Very good result, and this is very high position that our university got last year. And of course, we will try and we make our best for save this position in other years. Each year we have Indian culture days of Indian culture in our university, and different positions. And even we have day when students teach us on Hindi, on Tamil. Some students teach us Marathi, and so on. This is new building about which I already told to you. Ninth floor in which students of younger courses lives, here dividing into floors, girls floor and boys floor. Here special Indian mess in ninth floor of this building. That's why this is like small India. This building like small India. Of course, sport plays a big role in living of our students. And if students want to be a part of command of university by some type of sport activity, he can, but he must show very good results. And this is real. A year ago, one student was in our official badminton team. 2 girls was in our official command of basketball, and so on. In heavy athletic, one student. That's why this is real. If student want, he can. During this year, our students ask everybody to stay home. This is younger course students, very good, and our Ministry of Health post this message in their Instagram. They celebrate 9th of May, and they wrote very good words about long live Russia-India friendship. And of course, I want to show last year graduates. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Professor, for an elaborate and a very comprehensive presentation on Orenburg State Medical University. I am sure it must have enthused all the participants to immediately catch the next available flight and reach Orenburg State Medical University. I am very confident
Thank
of
you.
that. Your presentation, as usual, was crisp, to the point, and covering all the salient features of Orenburg State Medical University. Now,
Thank
before we
you.
move, yeah, thank you very much. And in Russian language, I would like to wish Spasiba. Before we continue with the question answers, and I'm sure there must be a lot of questions, I would now say that like to introduce our next elite panelist for whom I have the highest of regards because I have been working under his leadership in the armed forces earlier. He is none other than Admiral Robin K. Dhawan. He was the 22nd Chief of Naval Staff. He is decorated with PBSM, ABSM, YSM, and ADC. He has been a brilliant student in his time. And what else can you talk about a person whom you know so closely? So if I speak about him, I think I spend volumes of time speaking about this very brilliant officer from the Indian Armed Forces. He won all the awards in National Defense Academy, which he went to command at a subsequent date. And not only that, during his command, he set he took all the right steps forward so that NDA continues to be one of the leading training institutions of this country.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we have technical issues which precludes me the opportunity of your seeing me and me seeing all of you. But it is indeed a privilege to share my thoughts with all of you, particularly with those students who aspire to be doctors and those parents too. Because as you're all aware, it is a dream in India for every student to be a doctor. And it is the dream of the parents too, because being in the medical profession is a very noble one. It offers you a great career and it helps you to serve humanity with pride. But as you're all aware, being a doctor or becoming a doctor in India is not an easy task. It is very, very competitive and expensive too. This is where Roots Education comes in. And this morning we've had a great presentation. We heard the rector of the Orenburg State Medical University speaking, and then the Honorable Dean giving us a very fine presentation, giving you an opportunity to understand what all facilities are available and the options which are available to you at Orenburg to pursue your medical university and your studies abroad. I would just like to say that the pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic, which we are faced with, is perhaps the biggest disaster India and the world has seen since the Second World War. And it has impacted actually every aspect of human life, from being a medical disaster, from being a health crisis, economic crisis, a humanitarian, and a social crisis. And as you know, the country is united under our leadership, the Honorable Prime Minister, to fight the war on all fronts. It has also perhaps indicated to you as to how great the medical profession is and the esteem for our doctors and the pride and the prestige of the profession of being a doctor has gone up manyfold. We have seen how our doctors, the corona warriors, have been fighting this war for us on a war footing and giving up all that they have and making all the sacrifices. And I'm sure that this has further motivated the youngsters amongst you to take on this particular profession. But you will have to remember one thing, that if you choose this path of becoming a doctor, you will have to remain committed. And this will be no ordinary commitment, because you will be committing your life for service of humanity. So once you made up your mind, you now need to look at the options. And the options that I said have been placed before you so nicely by the Dean of the university. I'm sure that still there are many nagging doubts that you have, but remember that this coronavirus pandemic has taught us a lot. It has also indicated to us that the healthcare system in our country would perhaps get much more investment as than has been in the past few years, and this will open up further avenues of opportunities once you youngsters become doctors and serve your country with pride. As I said, I'm sure you still have many doubts and questions in your mind, despite the presentation that has been made by the Dean, on thoughts that is it feasible? How affordable is it? Will I be able to actually pursue my education in the Orenburg University or in Russia in the current circumstances? The parents may have apprehensions about the safety of their son or daughter, and they may be thinking whether it's actually indeed feasible to study abroad within whatever budgets they may have and whatever other restrictions they may be there. All these answers will be actually answered by our team of very, very qualified panelists. We have Air Marshal Pavan Kapoor, who's a distinguished doctor and has served in the armed forces and has been the DG FMS of the Air Force. We also have Dr. Dinesh, who has himself studied in Russia. And I'm sure that in the presence of the Dean from Orenburg, all your questions will be answered. And this will further help to provide wings to your dreams and turn your dreams of becoming a doctor into a reality. So, all the very best. Thank you and Jai Hind.
So thank you very much, sir, for taking time out for all of us and for being present in spite of the technical snags. You see, that is what we call commitment all about. And that is the commitment that the Admiral sir was talking about. That is the commitment we require to make to ourselves while we try to enter into a university. And that is the commitment we need to make to ourselves while studying our course during the MBBS course. And that is the commitment we need to make to ourselves and to the humanity at large when we pass out. So this is nothing, this profession is all but commitment, nothing else. It is only commitment, commitment, and dedication. So thank you very much, sir, for your kind, motivating, and inspiring words. It was indeed a privilege to have you with us, and thank you for being with us, irrespective and in spite of the technical snag that we have had. So where there is a will, there is a way, and that is what the Admiral is trying to tell us. If you have the will to become a doctor, there are ways to achieve your aspirations and dreams. So I will briefly summarize about Orenburg State Medical University. Then I'll ask you to put your questions. I am sure there will be a lot of questions on your question box. Let me tell you, Orenburg State Medical University is one of the leading universities, public sector, recognized by the government of Russia, Ministry of Education, since 1944. Not only this, Orenburg State Medical University has been rated as the second best medical university in Russia by none other than the Forbes magazine. And it is almost a privilege to have the director and dean with us of such a reputed university, which has consistently ranked in the first four ratings all through by the Forbes magazine. It's an achievement which is not small at all. This university, the State Medical University, is not only listed in the World Directory of Medical Schools, it is also approved by the Medical Council of India. It is also certified by the Education Commission of Foreign Medical Graduates. It is certified by the European Medical Council. So you see the degrees which you get from this institution are recognized all over the globe, and you can serve anywhere by appearing through the various licensing examinations, you have an opportunity to become not only a doctor in Russia, which you have by your right, it is your right to be a doctor in Russia, but you can become a global doctor. You can go anywhere and practice medicine. What an opportunity! I think such opportunities are very rare. And apart from this, you see the academic schedule. I think I have grown up in Armed Forces Medical College, and I have been officiating there as dean. I have been the, officiating as the brigadier in charge of medical education there. And now I see the facilities being offered by the Arungal State Medical University are fantastic. You name it, the facility is there. The teachers are there, the courses are in English, and the teachers are being trained in English. More than 100 plus teachers there, more than 900 Indian students studying there. So it's not a mean achievement by any chance. I think it's a wonderful university and a wonderful opportunity for all of you not to miss this. So what I think, don't look for anything else, just go and register yourself for this university immediately. Don't worry about your NEET. You will clear your NEET. I am very confident. We will tell you how to clear NEET. That is our responsibility. We will hold your hands from the time you appear for NEET to the time you clear your foreign medical graduate examination. This education is going to hold your hand for that. And I think one of the beautiful universities to go to is Auroville State Medical University. So all of you, my request to all of you students and parents is that don't waste time because the seats are limited. There are a lot of people be going through this whole webinars. They'll be attending this through various live streaming of this webinar and they'll be ready to register. And it is totally on first come, first serve basis. So my request is just pay a token amount of money and get yourself registered. If you get qualified in NEET and you get which we all wish you want a government college, you should get a government college. We wish you very best of luck for that. If you get it, we shall refund your money. But if you don't get it, you have an opportunity. And this will give you the confidence that you have already got a seat in a foreign medical college. So what happens to you when you appear for NEET? The tension goes away. So now you are focusing first to score 200 and then you assess the paper and see can you score 600. If you cannot score 600, then please restrict yourself to pass marks because you are sure short getting admission in Orenburg State Medical University. So please, all of you, don't lose this opportunity. You must try to register for it. You have gone through the academic schedule. There are 18 various types of hospitals affiliated with the university with 8,000 plus beds. You talk about right from childbirth, mother and child care, neonatology, the newborn child, as an adult, various diseases, be it heart disease, be it chest disease, be it cancer-oriented disease, be it endocrine-oriented disease like diabetes. They have got everything, and they included community medicine in the syllabus, which is a part of the MCI syllabus. And the foreign medical graduate examination coaching is being conducted there. He has already shown you evidence of that. So I think it's a complete university for you to join. So my humble request to all of you is that you must avail of this opportunity. You are getting a lot of discounts on offer today. Avail of these discounts, avail of this opportunity and register yourself for this university. Don't wait for NEET examination to get over, NEET examination to complete, then counseling session. Then you will keep waiting and you might lose the opportunity. So please make use of this opportunity. Now I think we are all set. Dinesh, Dr. Dinesh, you want to add something?
No, sir. I think there are some questions that we have in our chat box, so we can start answering those questions so that all the doubts can be cleared. Still, if you have any questions right now, also please write to us in the chat box so that we can one by one answer all your questions.
So I suggest Dr. Dinesh, you start answering the questions where you think I should address something, I will address myself.
Sure, sir. Sir, the main question that we have is regarding the NEET exam. That right now the NEET exam is being delayed and how they can get admission. So what we have done for you is we are providing you with the provisional registration so that you can book a seat in the university. And what it will do is and we are helping you in clearing your NEET exam. We are conducting mock tests and we are providing you the study material for the same. So once you clear your NEET exam, your admission will be confirmed. If you are, because of any reasons, if you are unable to clear your NEET exam, then your registration will be refunded to you. And if you get a seat here in India, then also it will be refunded to you. But as you all know that the seats are limited, So that is why, and all these seats are on the basis of first come, first served basis. So if you want to take admission, you can confirm it now, and you can then prepare for your NEET exam with a cool mind. Okay, so I hope that clears all your doubts. Okay, next is, sir, what is the procedure for admission? So for admission, as you all know, this situation of pandemic, we don't encourage you to visit our office or something like that. So what we have done is we have created a whole online system of admission procedure. You can be in contact with our admission counselors. You can call us on our student helpline number 1800 or you can visit our website www.rooseducation.in, and you can process your admission formalities online. You can send to us your documents, and you can pay the registration amount in our bank account. So and you will be provided with the receipt for the same and a provisional admission confirmation letter. Your admission will be on condition that you clear your NEET exam, that is qualify NEET exam as per the guidelines issued by Ministry of by the Indian government. And once you qualify your NEET exam, your final admission will be processed, and you can start with your classes from here itself. So this is another question that I am getting from the students, that how will we travel to Orenburg, or how the classes will be conducted? So see, Orenburg has been kind enough, and they have uh, invented something called distance education, the online system of education. So you will confirm your admission from India. You don't have to travel to Orenburg for the same. You have to submit your documents, and we will provide you with all the legalizations and all the translations that are required. Your admission procedure will be finalized here in India itself. You will start your online classes from your homes, and once the international operations, the flight operations are normal, and then you will be traveling to Orenburg for, and continuing your course from there. There was one more question regarding the equivalency of the course. Yes, the government has given all required permissions, and Orenburg State Medical University has created their online programs. So all your education will be conducted online, and there will be no issue of wasting your year or waiting for your admission procedure. Now everything will be done from the comfort of your homes. What is the eligibility for admission? For admission, you should be 12th class pass with more than 50% marks, which are the normal requirements for the NEET exam. So the only eligibility right now is qualifying your NEET exam. If you get, what does qualifying means? That you have to score more than 50th percentile. Okay, 40th percentile in case of reserved candidates, and 45 for what you call that physically challenged candidates, right? So whatever the NEET qualifying criteria is there, you have to be NEET qualified, and that is the main eligibility criteria for admission. At present, we are giving you admission on the basis, we are confirming your seats, we are providing you with provisional admission on the basis of your class 12th marks. If you don't have your class 12th marks, then also you can score your provisional admission letter by showing us the latest, the last what you say, records of marks that you have got from your 11th class or 12th class pre-board or something like that. So on the basis of that, you can get your admission. But yes, confirmed admission will be after your NEET exam. So many students are saying now the NEET has been postponed. Why don't we wait for that? So I don't think there is any what you say wisdom in waiting for the NEET exam. You can get your registration done right now. You can secure your seat right now, and after NEET exam, if you are falling in the eligibility criteria, that means if you are clearing your NEET exam, if you are qualifying your NEET exam, then we can process it further. But if you will wait for now, what happens is after like waiting for now, there are many candidates. We already have 88 applications for Orenburg as of date right now, and we have limited seats, around 200 250 seats we have for Orenburg State Medical University. So maybe by the time you want to apply for Orenburg State Medical University, the seats would be full. Okay, so in that case, either you have to choose another university or whatever is. So it is better to just secure your seat right now by paying a minimum amount, something like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever you have, whatever you wish to pay, and you can secure your seat right now. Okay, and the procedure for admission, somebody is asking, is just you have to contact our counselors. You have to call us on our student helpline number please write it down. It is 1800 833 and you can send us your documents online. We will send you the account details. You can pay your processing charges, whatever minimum amount is there. You can just pay it and we will send you a letter confirming your provisional admission. Yes, that admission will be confirmed once you clear your NEET, that qualify your NEET exam. 50th percentile, the score, the safe score for which is somewhere around 150 or 140 like that. Okay. So last year it was in the same range, 120, 130. But to be on a safer side, 140, 150 will be a safer score for qualifying NEET exam. Yes, there is one more question by Vaishnavi Patidar. If I have qualified NEET scorecard of 2019, so I can take admission this year. Yes, Vaishnavi, you can take admission on the basis of your NEET scorecard of 2019 because as per the government guidelines, your NEET scorecard is valid for 3 years. So on the basis of your NEET scorecard, you are eligible to take admission. You can not just get provisional registration, you can confirm your admission right now, and please don't wait for that. If you want to this thing get admission, you can. So there is one more question by Archana Singh. Is there any need for IELTS qualification and all? No, Archana, there is no requirement for IELTS or TOEFL or any such English proficiency examinations. You can get direct admission in Orenburg State Medical University. So if you want, you can also visit our website or you can call on our student helpline number. You qualified in 2018. Yes, Meenal, again, as per the guidelines by government, yes, you are eligible for getting admission in this year because your NEET scorecard is valid for 3 years. Okay, so for 2018, 19, 20, you are eligible. And please don't, if you are, see, you are waiting for 2 or 3 years. So if you are sure of getting seat in India, then also you can apply. If you are not sure, then you must apply right now, okay, because we have limited seats and we are giving admissions on the basis of last year or last to last year scorecard of NEET. So if you have qualified in 2018, then also you can join us and get admission in Orenburg State Medical University. The one more question is it possible for non-NEET qualified students? So please, if you have not applied for your NEET exam, right? If you have not qualified your NEET exam in 18 or 19, or even you are not appearing this year, then we won't be able to provide you admission in Orenburg State Medical University. But for your career options, you can also please visit our website or you can call us to our admission counselors. You can call us on our student helpline number and we will help you out with your career options that you have without NEET. Okay, we can just give you a counseling. The counseling is free of cost. Calling on our number is also free of cost. So it is never a bad option to give us a call and clear all your doubts and get to know about various career options that you have. Okay. For the fee structures, yes, you are saying for the fee structures, you can visit our website www.ruseducation.in and you will get to know about all the fee structures. Or you can again contact us on our student helpline number and we will send you the fee structure over WhatsApp or email or whatever is comfortable for you. So don't hesitate. You can just go ahead and call our counselors on our student helpline number. Another question: after completing MBBS from Orenburg University, can I get a job in Russia? It's from Ramiz Ahmed. Yes, Ramiz Ahmed, you can get a job in Russia as a doctor after you finish MBBS from Orenburg State Medical University. It's not a problem. And as per the new guidelines issued by the government of Russia, students, they can also get their what you say citizenship if they want to stay in Russia after completing their MBBS. That is also possible. So for all the details, please contact us on our student helpline number. Yes, any more questions? Again, if the NEET is delayed, how can I get admission? Yes, I have explained it to you and I'll repeat. You will get provisional admission at the moment right now. Okay, you can process your provisional admission and then you can study with an open mind, study for your NEET exam. If you get a seat in India, or if you don't qualify your NEET exam, your provisional admission will be refunded to you. And if you qualify NEET exam but don't get a seat in India, you have a seat in university of your choice in one of the best universities of Russia, that is Orenburg State Medical University. Is it possible to get admission who has completed MSc Biophysics? Yes, but you have to appear for NEET exam. It's a question from Mr. Lathiyangam. Yes, you have to appear for your NEET exam. You have to qualify NEET exam because as per the latest guidelines by the ministry, you have to be NEET qualified in able to get your admission confirmed. So I think that was all. I would request Ms. Priya, if you have any more questions, we are ready to take your questions. Okay, I'll just brief you about the post graduation. Yes, many students they ask us for the PG. See, right now, as of the moment, the PG degrees from foreign countries is valid only from 5 countries, that is USA, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Okay, so these 5 countries have their PG degrees valid in India, but Russian PGs are in the process of being recognized. There will be 11 countries whose PG degree will be recognized. Yes, after completing your MBBS from Russia, you are eligible to go for a PG degree of your choice in all our Russian universities, and especially in Orenburg, we have all the departments available. I have completed my PhD from Orenburg State Medical University. So if you want, you can complete your PG from Orenburg State Medical University. There is no doubt in that. Okay, so you can clear your PG degree. And for all the participants that we have here, I would like to thank you all. I would like to thank all the panelists, including Air Marshal Dr. Pavan Kapoor, Admiral Dovan sir, and our guests from Russia, the Chancellor of Orenburg State Medical University, Professor Miroshnichenko Igor Vasilievich, and the Dean for Foreign Students, Orenburg State Medical University, Dr. Mironchev Anton Olegovich. Thank you all for sparing your time and guiding our students. And if you still have any doubts, you can visit our website www.ruseducation.in or call on our student helpline number, that is 1-800-833-3338. Okay, so best of luck to all the aspirants, and I hope we could provide you with information regarding Orenburg State Medical University, and we were able to clear all your doubts. Still, if you have, you can contact Rus Education at any point of time. I wish you all good health, and please take care of yourselves, your families, and all those around you. And let us fight this coronavirus pandemic together. And for all your study related details and doubts, Rus Education is always available for you all. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dinesh. Thank you, dear parents and students. Thank you, participants. Thank you, Priya, for organizing the webinar. And on behalf of all of them and the family of Rus Education, I wish all the participants all the very best for the oncoming NEET examination. I am sure you'll all pass with flying colors. But remember, one particular Brahmastra I'm telling you, first answer 45 questions correctly, then see the rest of the paper. If you feel that the rest of the paper is very difficult, you are not able to get 600 marks, do not attempt wrong questions. 45 questions will see you through and you will qualify to get a seat in any foreign medical university, and you have got a very good university right in front of your Orenburg State Medical University. So plan your answers correctly. Okay. All the very best to all of you. God bless you all. Jai Hind. Take care. Thank you very much, all of you.